Anyway, let's see where are them eggs? Eggs.
3 of them right there.
Eggs. As far from what I have learned from traveling the distant recesses of the internet and researching this game, is that the eggs will gain HP, and when they get to full HP, they hatch into nasty snake ladies who try to turn you into stone. So you want to kill the eggs before they can hatch into nasty snake ladies. And when you do, there is a nasty snake lady.
With dark bolting. Black bolting.
Lovely.
Also, what I've heard about these eggs is that whoever kills them gains 50 experience points.
Lovely. No.
You can't check them?
We can't check the egg stats.
Oh well.
Baboon. Eyeballs. She has a shield.
She's the boss zombie monster thing.
Wonderful. Lots and lots of eggs. Eggs.
Right next to lava. I wonder if we could roll them over the lava and have some sunny side up Gorgon egg.
Eggy in a basket. Gorgon eggy in a basket. Yeah. I like eggy in a basket. Anyway, another feature of this chapter is these tiles, yeah?
Yeah.
These tiles will burn you when they're not fun, so you want
Whoever steps on them loses 10 HP at the end of their turn.
Yeah, so you want to keep off them. This is the obligatory lava level right now. Let's pick some units. And I'm actually going to go through this here and address the units that I'm going to use. Because I've actually been getting some questions about my units. Let's see, Little Chris Redfield 12 has asked, are you going to train the units you are using for the last chapter, or are you going to train them all like I did and then use the ones that are stronger than the others? And the answer is, I always pick the units I'm going to train before I even start the game. So I knew who I was going to train right from the beginning, and it was these characters. Mostly these characters. Not Rennick, I'm just keeping him up there, and Kyle, because Kyle rocks. So yeah, and I generally only train the characters that I need. It's usually a team of between 14 to 18 characters. I think this is like a 16 or 17 character team.
I think it was an 18-team character.
It might be an 18 character team.
Yeah.
I do this because this comes off of playing Fire Emblem 7, where you didn't have
a grinding spot.
You didn't have grinding spots. You had arenas, but the characters you could grind in arenas were obviously limited. So, sure, you had to sort of pick your characters carefully, and really only give XP to the characters who needed it. So I sort of carried that over into this game, even though in this game you can
always double back to the Tower of Volney and level up any characters that's kind of falling behind. And how do you pick the units you're going to train anyway? Wasn't that something you were going to bring up?
Yeah, let's see if I can talk about that and play this game at the same time.
Do you want me to do preparations for you?
No, I can do the preparations.
Maybe I should just do the preparations and you can do all the talking?
Nope. Alright, go.
Alright, let's see.
No, just reach up, go.
Let's see.
So, the way I pick... No, what? I'm confused.
Let's see, Where is the cursor? God damn it.
See, it's hard! Battle preparations are really hard! This is why we're recording this, people, because if you think playing this game is hard, preparing for these battles... Ugh. It is a nightmare. Anyway,
you're good.
The way I pick my characters is generally... Lute needs a staff. Give her a heal. Or a physic.
Not supply.
Generally what I do is I start off... There are certain classes that I always use. I always use flying units. Because they're so useful. So I knew right from the get-go that I was going to use the Wyvern Rider and one of the Peg Knights. And I picked Tana because she looked sort of the most appealing. Among other things. And I knew that I was going to use the Thief. I always train the Thieves. I always train as many Thieves as I can, unless they absolutely suck, like Rennick. and I knew I wanted to train some of the Cavaliers this time, and I always train the best Armor Knight I can get my hands on. So, like, in Fire Emblem 7, I always train Oswin. I also always train a Shaman, and I picked... I should also address this, people have been asking me about the trainee units, why I'm not using the trainees. And the main reason I'm not using the trainees is because they didn't fit in with my battle plan. And I like the look of the trainee units, they look like awesome characters, but I picked all these other characters that I wanted to train, and by that point I didn't have room for them anymore. That's why I didn't use them. And I like Null. This is another thing, one of my criteria for picking units. I use the characters that I like. Because this game, it's, you know, it takes a while, and you're sort of with these guys for a long time, and you gotta pick characters that you know, like. And I like Null, and I find Ewan kind of annoying. So even though Ewan actually, who's the trainee, pupil mage guy, who can promote to...
Okay, I think you're good.
Who can promote to, who was I? Right, so the reason I use Null is, even though on paper Ewan can be anything from a mage knight to a sage to
a druid
to a summoner.
Yeah, any of those four.
Any of those four. And on paper, he actually looks rather better than Null. He's got better luck. I think slightly better. I mean, everyone has better luck than Null. Oh, I can't move you, darn it. And he, you know, he's sort of just all around, you know, I think he's a little bit more stable than Null. The reason I picked Null is because I like him. So yeah, that's why I use Null. I also, one of the ways I pick my characters, I like my teams to support each other. I like to take advantage of the ability for my characters to support. So
if you've been following carefully, you might notice that we have this huge support ring going on between
which will
almost
sort of
all of our
show
units.
you.
Like, for example,
We actually have everyone
Ephraim,
is fully supported now.
and everybody supports another unit in our team.
And it goes, so let's see if I can remember. We have a small support circle. We have, it's Gilliam, A with Nemi, B with Colm, A with Kyle, B with Ford, A with Franz, B with Gilliam.
Yes.
So they all support each other.
And then we have a big one.
And then we have a big one, which is
Ephraim.
Erica. Alright, Ephraim, A with Erica, B with La Rachel. Do we have to do it in unison?
No.
B with La Rachel, A with Joshua, B with Garrick, A with Tethys, B with Artur, A with Lute, here she is, Lute, B with Null, A with Natasha, B with Cormag, A with Tana, B with Ephraim.
Yes.
That's actually sort of what really decides when I keep a character, is if, you know, does it work out in my support circle. And I actually was really wanting to use Ross, who's our journeyman axe fighter trainee, but I couldn't find a way to get him to fit into the support circle, so that's why I dropped him. Speaking of the trainees, while I'm on the subject, so many people have been asking after them, they really want to see them, and I have to say, a lot of other of the Let's Players who play,
Fire
Emblem 8 the Sacred Stones, they use at least 2 of the trainees, so I didn't feel like I really needed to use them. I felt they got enough exposure, but if you guys, really want to see the trainees, I have something in mind for them, not actually in the main story, it would sort of be a side quest kind of thing.
If you know what we mean.
If you know what we mean.
Side.
Trainee Gaiden kind of thing. So if you guys think that's a cool idea, and maybe I could have some input on what kind of classes you'd like to see them as, although I already have my own ideas, maybe you could take advantage of the comment feature on the YouTube videos and let me know what you think of that.